This is our brand. It's chips. Subs, of course. Soda. This. That. Sweets. Smiling faces. Green. More green. Ice cream. But first, veggies. How about a meal for one? Or hummus is fun. Time for cleanup? Done. All this goodness. Your life, your brand. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
We would not have.
Back here on YouTube for you as it's Racing Power FC and the Richmond Ivy. Joe Deck with you as we're getting ready for the friendly. Starting lineups for Racing Power FC, it'll be Adelaide Paredes in goal, Sofia Carrera in the field, Sarah DeWitt, Kalia Perry, Danny Bruna, Alexis Washington, Sabrina Cunha, Kat Paris, Emily Rubio, Shay Collins, and Colleen Pharisee. For the Richmond Ivy, Logan Marks is in goal. Sunia Tucker will be in the field with Journey Durrett-Finney, Kira McCluskey, Kate Weir, Dakota Brown, Emerson Moore, Molly Witterich, Molly Flamia, Taylor Shell, and Ava Marvin. Rob Ukrop, the head coach for the Ivy, his first year as head coach of the Ivy, is also CEO of the Richmond Ivy. And Val Teixeira will be coaching Racing Power FC this season as these two teams getting ready for a friendly here. As you get a look at the crowd coming out to City Stadium to take on a friendly match here. Little break from World Cup soccer. Come out and support the local club and then get right back to it later tonight. As Racing Power FC, again, taking on a Richmond Ivy team that is gotten off to a pretty good start this year. Hoping to keep it rolling this summer to close out their USLW season. They won a season opening friendly in the Kick It Forward Cup against Lancaster FC here. If this ends in a tie at the end of 90, we will go straight to PKs. There also is unlimited substitutions tonight since it's a friendly. So not the usual substitution rule that is in USLW action. So we'll be bringing you soccer here all night long between Racing Power FC and the Richmond Ivy here on YouTube. Again, glad you're with us for this friendly. And it looks like the Richmond Ivy will get us started here. Waiting for the official signal to get started. Emerson Moore over the ball, and we are underway as Moore will go ahead and kick it off. Brown will play it back to Shell there on the far side. Molly Flamia got it back to Shell, but it's turned over. Kat Paris moved it quickly. Now Sunia Tucker lurking will kick it over to Moore as she dispossesses Sofia Carrera. Tucker couldn't control that first touch, but Moore ends up back with it. Now this is Brown moving up. As we get a look here at the Ivy trying to play out of the back a little bit. Got to be careful with Kat Paris lurking there. They're not going to be too lazy playing out of the back. If they take their time too much, we've already seen Racing Power FC be willing to press with the forwards. This is Molly Flamia. Turned over as she was looking for more. Getting a foot in there was Cunha. Racing Power FC moving down that far wing, looking for options. They're going to send a cross into the middle, but goes through the entire box, eventually tracked down there by Washington. Opportunity from outside the box, but not really anything there of a threat from the shot from Carrera as it sails over for a goal kick. So again, no real threat there, and now we will see the Ivy start to play it from the back again. But again, I'll mention it again. I said they can't be lazy with possession out of the back because Racing Power FC has been pressing with those forwards. You saw that there, and now in the midfield, they'll take it away from McCluskey. Moore's going to try to win it back, but it stays with Racing Power FC. Perry moves it forward. This is Paris. Paris loses possession as Dorette Finney will kick it away. Lots of contact and collisions, but the referee letting them play here. Weir will play it over to Marvin. Tucker, good first touch, now dances through some defenders, starting to run through the middle of the pitch. Ball kicked away a little bit, and she'll work it all the way over to Shell. Shell sees Dorette Finney at the top. More a potential future option, but they lose possession. And for the first time tonight, we'll see the ball at least in Racing Power FC's own box, even though they have possession with it. Washington trying to make a move. Ball is sent toward the path of Rubio, but it's taken in there by Weir. So as we look here at the Ivy again, not really allowing much offense for Racing Power FC. The back line staying very disciplined. Turned over there, right on cue as I was talking about how disciplined they had been. It's turned over. Cross attempt. Well, I don't know if that was going to be a cross attempt or not from Alexis Washington. Maybe she was just trying to work it around Dakota Brown. That will be sent into the box. It's going to be cleared away. Will be a throw-in for Racing Power FC. Carrera throws it in, and Racing Power FC trying to hold on to possession, looking for options in the middle. Nice give and go. It's back to Washington. Washington now running toward the goal. Sends a ball in the box. Shot will be saved there by Marks, who didn't quite get it with two hands there at first, but had to jump back on it. Shot from Danny Bruna made her work for this one. Extension dive, and you saw lurking there was Kat Paris, but Marks quickly scrambles to get control of that ball and not allow a rebound attempt. And we are still scoreless here at City Stadium thanks to Logan Marks' save. So first shot on target belongs to Racing Power. Flamia will play it back to Weir. Weir has that one get away from her. She's going to have to go track it down. She has Marvin to her left. She'll play it long toward Moore. Both players going for the ball, and it comes to Racing Power here. And Bruna looking at her option. She's going to play it out wide. That's Paris lurking in the middle. Ball sent toward Paris. Off target, and Marvin able to usher it away towards Sunia Tucker. Molly Flamia has Marvin sprinting down the left side, but didn't see her. Instead, it's turned over as Verersi will take that away. Rob Ukrop there mentioned at the top, first year head coach of the Richmond Ivy, but he's also the CEO and chairman of the Ivy. So he's been involved for many years here with the Ivy, but now getting to be the head coach as this ball is going to be cleared away. It'll go off the head of Sofia Carrera. Marvin out to Brown. Ball put to Tucker, out wide. Tucker now moving in. McCluskey keeps possession. Sends it back to Marvin as the Ivy want to regroup. Marvin thought about trying to get it to Moore, but decided against it. Shell will play it to Moore now. Moore being turned around as purple jerseys start to swarm. She'll find Ava Marvin. Marvin dancing to the middle. McCluskey, Moore, back to McCluskey off her foot and gets away from her. So nothing ends up coming from that Ivy attack. Racing Power now coming the other way. Both teams have kind of gone back and forth. Best opportunity belongs to Racing Power just a few minutes ago on the Danny Bruna shot that was saved by Marks. As the Ivy have a throw-in in the middle of the field. Brown. Marvin to McCluskey. Heavy touch, but now that gave McCluskey the space to send it toward Jarrett Finney. Headed away, but McCluskey back on it. Witterich will track this one down. Almost 8 minutes through this friendly here between the Richmond Ivy and Racing Power FC. Still nothing separating the two sides. Racing Power has a forward calling for it. Going to track that down is Kalia Perry. That was the player calling for the ball. She's got it now at her feet as she starts to move. Oh, first touch was all wrong there from Rubio, as it was all Racing Power FC could do to regain possession, but lose a bit of the attacking threat. Although they're back on it now, as here comes charging Alexis Washington down the byline. Sent in, shot's gonna be blocked there by Shell. So won't need a save as Racing Power is denied there on the shot attempt. Good job by that back line. Dorette Finney will lose possession. Racing Power had to feel like they were about to get the first goal of the match. It was Danny Bruna again lurking right outside the box, or in the box right outside the goal. And that time it was Shell using the body to block the shot attempt. McCluskey looking for more, but a little too far out in front. First to it, and clearing it off of Moore is Colleen Ferraris. Here's another look at it as you see Washington put a good ball into the middle. It bounces around, it does get to Bruna, and then Shell using the body to block that. I'm not sure that that one wouldn't have gotten to the back of the net had Shell not been there. It looked like Marks had to kind of play in the middle of the goal to honor the other forward that was the intended target on that low cross. Getting control of that is Carrera. Carrera will play it back. Danny Bruna of St. Bonaventure, a Brazilian national, has already had 2 good opportunities at goal. One denied by Marks, the other denied by Shell. Witterich around the defender to pass it back to Marks, who will send it away. Ends up finding Emerson Moore. She couldn't keep her feet though. Alexis Washington already shown her dangerous ability to run around defenders. Now finds a teammate. She'll play back, but Rubio will work it over this time to Carrera. Carrera moving in. Carrera puts on a shot. That's going to go wide for Sofia Carrera. Couldn't quite get that one on target. The Shepherd University player just well wide, and Marks laid out for it. Didn't get a hand on it, but didn't need to as that one was going wide. And the Ivy will try and regroup. Out of play for a throw. Of course, we talked about Emerson Moore. Plays her college at the University of Tennessee. Had a brace against Annapolis here not too long ago at City Stadium in USLW play. She'd love to get back on the score sheet here in the friendly, keep her good summer going, as that's knocked out a play by Weir, and it'll be a throw-in for Racing Power. Ball's got a little too much on it. Still being in the possession of Racing Power, though, as Kalia Perry tracked it down. Now Racing Power will have a throw-in on that far side. Bruna. We've seen her put some shots on. That time she's trying to find a teammate. Flicked on back to Washington, and this is a player who has seemingly created all the chances. She's going to take one herself, puts a shot on. Mark's got a hand to it, but it goes off her hand, off the post and in. A goal for the University of Oklahoma midfielder Alexis Washington in the 13th minute, and Racing Power strike first. You wondered when it was going to happen. They had kind of been flirting with the goal the entire night. Washington had been trying to create opportunities for her teammates. Takes this one herself, and just too much power on that one, as Mark's got a hand to it, but it got past her, went off the post and in. And the Ivy are going to have to do something about Washington as this match continues to unfold. Racing Power scores first, thanks to Alexis Washington. Ivy gonna have to regroup now. Sent back by Ferraris. Sent it back to Paredes, and now Paredes will start play again for Racing Power. Tucker trying a high press there, but it ends up back to Washington, and this is the player who has the goal. She has been very dangerous. That one goes off Marvin. Weir will knock it down and control it. Sends it back to Moore, flipped on to Tucker. Tucker does keep possession. Wants to go back to Moore, but a little off target, and it's turned over. See Ferraris send it back again, and Dorette Finney trying to put pressure on McCluskey, tried to win it, but it is with Racing Power. Ivy still have enough bodies back to defend this attack, but you do see sprinting down the sideline now, Rubio steps inside of Marvin. Sends the ball into the box, and not able to control that one. It's gonna be a goal kick. Appealing for a corner was Racing Power, but no dice, says the official, on that shot. Again, it was Danny Bruna, and you feel like Bruna is itching to put one in the back of the net. That time, didn't really control that one. Tried to first time it up in the air, and it just kind of went wayward above the goal. But now Racing Power back with possession, although only momentarily before the Ivy win it back. McCluskey finds Moore, but now Moore just got a hold up play as she didn't have any teammates in an attacking position. This is sent toward Dorette Finney. It's been interesting to see if the flag stayed down had Dorette Finney been getting ready to put a shot on goal. Shell wins it back, and again Moore. This time Bruna will dispossess Moore. Bruna calling for teammates to move toward her. Now she'll find one. Perry wants to play it out wide, but Shell gets in the way. Shell will turn it back over, though, as she couldn't connect with Dorette Finney. 13th minute goal. The only thing that separates us here in this friendly between Racing Power FC and the Richmond Ivy. Moore turns back toward the middle now, plays it off to Brown, or excuse me, Flamia. Gets it back to Moore. Now this is Marvin, who has plenty of space. She's gonna inch it forward as she sees Alexis Washington moving toward her. Tucker back to Marvin, wants to give it back to Tucker. Is there gonna be enough spin to slow this down? Yes, Tucker will get there. And she makes a nifty move between a couple of defenders. Ball's played out. Flamia back to McCluskey. Shell gonna make an overlapping run as McCluskey. Shell first time sends it to Moore. Moore tried to flick it on to Tucker, but instead finds Alexis Washington. And now here comes a counter for Racing Power. Washington was looking, thinking about Kalia Perry, who was calling for it. If Washington could put that on a dot to Perry, she'd be getting ready to play for the Women's World Cup with that kind of passing ability. Would have been across the entire field. Would have been a hard, long ball across the field to make, but ended up not going for that. I think that was probably the right decision. Ivy do have a throw in. McCluskey back to Shell. This is Brown. Moore to Brown. Brown checks up, now sees McCluskey with space. The Ivy midfielder moving it forward. The VCU Ram finds Sunia Tucker. Tucker moving in between defenders, but will lose possession there. Turned over as Sabrina Kuna got caught looking for pressure where it would come from, but missed the ball when it got to her. So now the Ivy able to regain possession. We're into the 19th minute here in the first half. Long ball looking for Tucker. Ivy looking at different options to try and put this attack in. The flag goes up saying Tucker was just a bit early on her run. So something to keep an eye on, though, is again the Ivy try to play it through the middle. They've tried to play it wide. That time they tried to play it long, but got caught offside. They may go back to that. Offside here on Racing Power. So both teams get caught on the offside trap. Moore. Marvin. This is Brown. Haven't called Witterich's name much. That one is sent away back toward Witterich. Weir's going to play wide, but I'll tell you what, Witterich had to hurry that up because Kat Paris was threatening to win possession, and had she won possession there, it would have been her and Marks one-on-one to see if Kat Paris would have added to the score sheet. Racing Power very much in control here. They have the only goal, and they've had the most dangerous attack, as there is a look at Val Teixeira. Kat Paris trying to find a teammate instead. Shell steps in the way and wins possession back for Richmond. Moore sees Tucker making a run, but I'm not sure the flag's going to stay down. It doesn't. Flag goes up on Tucker. I thought Tucker had started that run a little early by the time Moore decided to make the pass, and not surprised to see that flag go up. We'll take another look at it here. Yeah, you can see there, she's just too early on that run. Moore and her a little miscommunication on the timing of that run. So an offside there on Richmond. Gets possession back to Racing Power. That one flicked on. And Danny Bruna trying to keep possession with Racing Power and launch another attack. Carrera plays it off. Shell with a nice slide tackle, but McCluskey struggling to control it, and Kalia Perry will win it back. Possession still with Racing Power. We're going to want to keep an eye on Alexis Washington here on the near side. She's out wide in a forward position. They're looking there now. They're going to play it back to Carrera. Carrera will go to the middle. Emily Rubio wants to play it to the back line. Moving forward now is Ferraris. Dorette Finney tried to keep it in play, unsuccessful in her attempt. Throw in, Racing Power FC lurking around the box. Shot takes a deflection, and that will be a corner. Well, that time, Kat Paris decided to take the shot herself. Got a deflection off of an Ivy defender and wins Racing Power their first corner. Danny Bruno will take the corner. They'll play it short to Washington. Back out to Bruna. Now sent in, but Marks picks it out of the air, and Richmond will put an end to that threat. Great first touch there by Moore, although Moore immediately being harassed by Racing Power's defense. This one put into the path of Washington. Flag stays down. Washington sends it in the middle. Controlled there by the Ivy backline. Only a couple options there for Racing Power, and the Ivy had about 5 defenders back. Moore will hold on to it. Tried to go the other way toward Dorette Finney. It's blocked. Racing Power still with possession, still being patient when in possession as well. They're not really rushing things. It seems like this back line for Racing Power able to win possession back whenever they need it. Now there is Alexis Washington again, flipping it past Marvin, taking it herself toward the end line. It'll be another corner for Racing Power as that one deflected off of Ava Marvin. Take a look at it here is, again, you see Ava Marvin trying to close this one out, does get a foot to it to stop the cross attempt, but right now they have got to find a way, the Ivy, to get back in this. Feels like they have been on their back heel most of this match. Again, it's played short, but McCluskey was ready to step in the way. Bruna sends it in. Flag goes up. It'll be offside. Marks right there anyway. I think she would have maybe put an end to that, although she didn't catch it cleanly, but I think she saw the flag go up, and maybe that kind of let her know it wasn't as dire as it needed to be. We are playing it long toward Tucker. Moore was starting to challenge there, and Dorette Finney will watch this one get near the sideline. That's not a handball apparently. And Racing Power FC will take over possession here. This one, when Dorette Finney flipped that one back in, it went off the arm of a Racing Power player, but the referee right in front of him didn't see it that way. Again, it just seems like every time the Ivy forwards go to make that pass into the attacking third, Racing Power is there to either win the ball or apply pressure and win the next ball. Not really allowing the Ivy to get any sustained threat. Shell wins it back and gets it to Moore. Dorette Finney on the ball, gets it back. This is an opportunity for Flamia. She was looking for Tucker, but loses possession to Racing Power. Behind Paris, McCluskey wants to put it into the path of Marvin. Good ball there from McCluskey. Marvin. She'll lose it as this Washington not only got a foot in there, but also managed to bounce it off the ankles of the William and Mary soccer player, Ava Marvin.
Oh, we got subs. Hold on.
Gonna have some subs coming on here for Racing Power. Looks like 20, 10, and 17 are gonna come off.
Entering the game in the 28th minute for Racing Power FC, number 18, Sydney Filer, number 21, Cece Price, and number 23, Emily Castagna.
So it'll be Filer, Price, and Castagna that come on. Kuna, Bruna, and Paris come off. See what the subs do here for Racing Power. It's a trio of midfielders. Flicked toward is Castagna, the new player in, but she'll lose possession to Molly Flamia. Dorette Finney now starting to make a run on that far side. Trying to play it over to Moore, but a little bit behind her, and that allows Racing Power again to take over possession. Being challenged there by Shell is another player new to the match, Cece Price. This will be a goal kick off of Price. Good job by Taylor Shell to get involved there. She attends the University of Miami. Into the 30th minute here. Ball sent long, but the only one that is there is Colleen Ferraris. Unable to maintain possession there with CC Price.
Public substitution for the Ivy.
See a couple subs for the Ivy.
Entering the game, number 25, Alexis Newman, and number 31, Ava Martin.
So it looks like Alexis Newman, and then we're gonna have Molly Flamia and Ava Marvin check off.
Number 33, Molly Flamia, and number 39, Ava Marvin.
So Ava Martin comes on, Ava Marvin will go off. Alexis Newman will come on, and Molly Flamia will come off. Throw in for the Ivy on the far side. We'll get us started again. McCluskey gets it to Moore. Moore dancing through purple jerseys, but eventually loses possession. McCluskey wins it right back. Miscommunication between McCluskey and Moore, though, and Racing Power will start to come the other way. Washington will check up as she sees that Marks is always going to be the first one to that. Martin lets it bounce, and now will try and control it. Lots of contact there between Perry and Moore, but Perry ends up with the ball at her feet. That's turned over to Shell. Moore. Long ball toward Tucker. A little too close to the keeper, though, as Paredes will go out and take control. See Racing Power starting to move it up, although that is a costly turnover. Tucker sees more. She's going to keep it herself, put the shot on. Paredes able to scoop that up. Well, Tucker had more as an option, and then she had another attacker there on the far side making a diagonal run, decided to take the shot herself, could not get it past Paredes. Washington being challenged by Martin, and I think that might be the fresh legs of Martin there, helping her a little bit as she was able to usher the ball away from Washington and get some help from Weir. So the player making the other diagonal run there was Alexis Newman for Richmond. It's another fresh leg player for the Ivy. I think Ivy hoping some of these fresh legs can make a difference. Tucker this time will play it to Newman. Dorrit Finney making a run into the box. Newman back to Tucker. Tucker puts a shot on. This time it's saved by Paredes. That's the most dangerous attack we have seen from the Ivy. But Adelaide Paredes makes the save. The Richmond, Virginia native Sonia Tucker from Georgia State does a great job on this feed from Newman, puts a shot on, it's just right at her, and Paredes is able to knock it down and then pick it up herself. Not a much better effort and much more dangerous effort from Sonia Tucker. That's the kind of attack Richmond's going to want. More. We'll play it to Tucker again. Dorrit Finney in an offside position, so Tucker's going to keep it herself. She'll play it to Newman, who is onside. Now Newman dances inside, puts a shot. It's saved. Dorrit Finney is there. The flag goes up as Dorrit Finney never did get back in an onside position. Oh, what an effort there from the Ivy. They're getting closer here now in the last few minutes. This was Newman. That caused Paredes to dive, bounces off a defender, but it must have been, it's hard to tell from that replay, and it's going to be tough to tell. I wonder if Dorrit Finney was maybe offside when the initial shot from Newman took place, and it was the defender sprinting back, because she's behind the defender there, or in front of the defender, when that ball is saved by the keeper, Adelaide Paredes. That might be a foul. It will be. Referee was going to play advantage, but eventually the Ivy committed one too many fouls, as we'll have some more subs coming on. It's like
substitution in the 35th minute for Racing Power FC. Entering the match, number 4, Riley Rumley. For number 3, Sofia Carrera. Entering number 8, Juliana Taxter. For number 22, Emily Rubio. And entering the match, number 15, Mina Stevens. For number 7, Kalia Perry.
Okay, so we have our subs now. Riley Rumley, Mina Stevens. And then we also will see Sydney Filer come in. Or excuse me, Juliana Taxter come in. Throw in for Racing Power. Flicked back to Rumley. Rumley sends this one into the box. Sent high. Moore will try and head it away, but it stays this kind of midfield area. Moore again trying to challenge, but it'll be Castagna that comes away with it. That one bounces in the box, but one hops Marks, who will take it in before Sydney Filer could get to the end of it. Here at City Stadium in Richmond, Virginia, for a friendly between Racing Power FC and the Richmond Ivy. 1-0 thanks to the 13th minute goal by Alexis Washington. Racing Power got that goal. The Ivy have started to threaten some more toward the end of this first half, and I think that's maybe a reason you see some subs for Racing Power FC trying to get control of this match. Goes out of play. It'll be a throw-in for the Ivy. Started to notice the back line get exposed some, so that's why you see Riley Rumbley, Juliana Taxter, and Mina Stevens will try and help out the attacking end. This ball sent back to Dorette Finney, who is racing away from her marker. Tucker starting to make a gut-busting run in the middle. Can she find Tucker? She will, but Tucker tries to first time it and got under it, and that one was sent to the moon. It'll be a goal kick for Racing Power.
It's a little far away, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. He didn't want the helicopter, so I don't want to push it.
Washington being pressured, but keeping possession. Now that's turned over in a dangerous spot. Martin, though, couldn't connect with Newman. Had she connected with Newman, Newman's going to turn. She's going to see Paredes standing in her goal, and she's going to have an open shot at the goal. But instead, passes a little too wide of Newman and allowed Racing Power FC to relieve the pressure momentarily, although now the Ivy have a throw-in on that far side. Passing starting to get a little off target here as the half draws to a close here at City Stadium. Some of that's going to be the temperature out today. Tucker trying to get it to Shell. Shell at least pushes off her marker to get back to the ball, and she's trying to find her at Finney, but that was a little too much on that one, as that was Shell and CC Price going back and forth. We have another Racing Power FC sub.
In the 39th minute, entering the match, number 2, Mackenzie Click. For number 24, Shay Collins.
Shay Collins comes out, Mackenzie Click will come in. Newman dancing through defenders, since one toward the middle, but I think that did ricochet off a Racing Power defender. So it'll be a corner for the Ivy, their first of the match. And we'll see what they do with this set piece. It's an opportunity for the Ivy here. Corner coming in. Newman tried to get ahead to it. It'll take another deflection. Should be another corner. It will be. And we saw Brown's first corner attempt get to Newman. We'll see if they can try again. Take a quick look at it before Brown puts another one in. You see Newman go up. Just didn't time it right, but then got a foot to it. It took a deflection on the way to the goal, though. So it'll be another Ivy corner. Brown again sends this one in toward Dorette Finney. Tucker off of her and will ricochet out of play. Have to see here. I think that definitely was Tucker that was the one that it goes off of for the goal kick. But the Ivy are getting options there on set pieces, and they're having their opportunities. Just haven't been able to cash in on the first two. McCluskey heads this one away, and Moore will now sidestep the midfielder, and Newman trying to make a run. It's going to end up being cleared away, and Racing Power FC and Sarah DeWitt will concede the throw-in on that far side. Well, since coming into the match, Alexis Newman has made her presence felt. The midfielder from Midlothian starting to become a bit of a nuisance for Racing Power's back line. looking for Tucker. Tucker has it. She won't play it wide to Martin. She'll spin to the middle. She's looking for Newman. Racing Power will step in the passing lane and win possession back. Now Washington wants to play a long ball, but this is really more of just a clearance. Weir to Martin. Martin trying to work her way around Washington. And yeah, flag would have gone up on Newman, who was just coming back in. Another Racing Power substitution on the way.
Racing Power FC substitution in the 42nd minute. Entering the match, number 9, Ava Mowry. For number 25, Colleen Ferrarisi.
Ferrarisi comes out. Mowry comes in. Martin wins the throw-in. Washington surprised by that decision. Martin sends it back to Witterich. Witterich trying to find more. It's turned over though, and Racing Power able to start a counter. Ivy still have enough bodies back, I think, to slow this one down, especially when Moore is grabbing the jersey, but the official's going to say that was clean from Moore. Now Moore almost ran herself into some trouble. Does find McCluskey. That's going to be turned over though, as Sarah DeWitt stood up to win possession there and not allow that through ball to find the feet of Alexis Newman. Tucker gets in there to make a challenge. Brown gets it over to Newman. Tucker's going to make a run. Newman had to time it right. She didn't. She'll play it back to Brown now. Brown running into some trouble. Brown will put a shot on. It's going to go wide of the goal. Diving effort there by Paredes. She didn't get a hand on it though, so it will be a goal kick.
All right, Ivy fans.
Well, Dakota Brown did a good job to create some space and then put a shot toward the goal. Just couldn't get it on frame. So it'll be 1-0 still as we start to get ready to enter the last minute before stoppage time. That's going to be a throw-in for the Ivy. McCluskey plays it back to Brown, has Martin out wide, decides to go back to the middle to McCluskey, and that's turned over. That was one I think maybe could have played it out wide to Martin. Instead, they decided to play it where there was traffic, and eventually Racing Power wins it back. Dorette Finney tried to take it off Mackenzie Click. Instead, it's a throw-in for Racing Power. Now Emerson Moore with an opportunity, although she'll run right into Castagna. Washington moving wide. This is going to be played to Washington. She is the goal scorer. This time she decides to put one into the box, but it's going to bounce all the way through. It will be tracked down by Emily Castagna. Castagna at the top of the box, wants to take a crack at it, hits the crossbar. Martin will send this one into the seats or near the seats here at City Stadium. It'll be a throw-in for Racing Power. Here's another look at this one. You see she has space at the top of the box. And if it hadn't been for the crossbar, it might have been 2-0. Marks did all she could, but that one was well out of her reach. A good, strong shot there from Emily Castagna. And that will end the first half here at City Stadium. 1-0 Racing Power ahead of the Ivy at the half. We'll step aside and take a break. We'll come back with some highlights from the first half after this.
Presented by 12 on your side.
This is our brand. It's chips. Subs, of course. Soda. This. That. Sweets. Smiling faces. Green. More green. Ice cream. But first, veggies. How about a meal for one? Or hummus is fun. Time for cleanup? Done. All this goodness. Your life, your brand. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
We would not have a business today if it weren't for the support of the many, many people within the Richmond community. To me, we're working as a team to enhance the quality of life for all residents.
It's about being the best that you can be. It's about enriching the lives of people in your community. There's a reason why we have the tagline Nourish, because it's really about nourishing the lives of the people that work for us and the people that we serve. That's what the UCROPS brand stands for.
In this place, strength means something different. It means us all being together. And doing our thing. You can look all you want, but there's still no place like this place.
Back here at City Stadium in Richmond, Virginia, between the Richmond Ivy and Racing Power FC in a friendly. It's 1-0 Racing Power ahead of the Ivy at the half here in this friendly as we get ready to take a look at some highlights from this first half. Both teams to start were a little sluggish. We saw Alexis Washington kind of making some opportunities. This was Bruna putting a shot on. Marks made the extension save. Then again, it's sent into Bruna, and that time it was Shell getting in the way to block the shot. This was a ambitious effort there from Carrera as the defender couldn't get it on frame, but then eventually Washington went with power, got it past Marks, off the post and in. That was the goal in the 13th minute. Again, we would see Racing Power FC continue to put pressure on, getting possession in dangerous areas. Eventually, Tucker let one fly. That was an easy save there for Adelaide Paredes. Tucker, though, would have more opportunities as she flicked it over to Newman. Newman, you see her go back to Tucker, and Tucker did so well to control that pass that had pace on it. Put a shot on. It was just unfortunately for Tucker and the Ivy right at Paredes, and they were able to make the save. Dorrit Finney then went to Tucker, and Tucker tried to first time it, got under it, over the goal. Then it was set pieces, and that was where the Ivy really got close on some opportunities. You'd see there Newman almost finding the back of the net, and then Brown let one rip, but she was off the target. And this was toward the end of the half. You saw Castagna fire a shot. It would ricochet off the crossbar, and then Martin would send it away to close out the first half. That gives us our 1-0 scoreline between Racing Power and Richmond. We'll take another break and be back with more here from City Stadium after this.
This is our brand. It's chips. Subs, of course. Soda. This. That. Sweets. Smiling faces. Green. More green. Ice cream. But first, veggies. How about a meal for one? Or hummus is fun. Time for cleanup? Done. All this goodness. Your life, your brand. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
We would not have a business today if it weren't for the support of the many, many people within the Richmond community. To me, we're working as a team to enhance the quality of life for all residents.
It's about being the best that you can be. It's about enriching the lives of people in your community. There's a reason why we have the tagline Nourish, because it's really about nourishing the lives of the people that work for us and the people that we serve. That's what the UCrops brand stands for.
In this place, strength means something different. It means us all being together. And doing our thing. You can look all you want, but there's still no place like this place.
Back at City Stadium as we take a look at some upcoming games for the Ivy. Games will be caught on Sports Edge. On June 20th, they take on Virginia Atlantic. At Virginia Atlantic on June 20th, and then June 23rd, they're back home against that same Virginia Atlantic team before taking on the Charlottesville Blues to wrap up their regular season at home on the 27th. Again, those games can be caught on Sports Edge for the Richmond Ivy. And as we take a look at those upcoming schedule, the reason that matters is this is a look at the standings as the Ivy look to climb up the table. You see the Virginia Development Academy there at the top. Virginia Beach is second, Annapolis third, Richmond right now in fourth, but they will play the fifth and sixth place teams. So it's an opportunity for Richmond to really start to make the climb up the table. If they can beat Virginia Atlantic in both of those matches and beat Charlottesville, that's 9 points right there that could really help them skyrocket up. They might not be able to catch Virginia Development Academy, but they could really improve their standing in the table and get out of that fourth place position and climb up as high as they possibly can. So the Richmond Ivy will be trying to move up the table as the matches go on. We'll take another break, and when we come back, it'll be almost halftime here at City Stadium in Richmond.
This is our brand. It's chips. Subs, of course. Soda. This. That. Sweets. Smiling faces. Green. More green. Ice cream. But first, veggies. How about a meal for one? Or hummus is fun. Time for cleanup? Done. All this goodness. Your life, your brand. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
We would not have a business today if it weren't for the support of the many, many people within the Richmond community. To me, we're working as a team to enhance the quality of life for all residents.
It's about being the best that you can be. It's about enriching the lives of people in your community. There's a reason why we have the tagline Nourish, because it's really about nourishing the lives of the people that work for us and the people that we serve. That's what the UCrops brand stands for.
In this place, strength means something different. It means us all being together. And doing our thing. You can look all you want, but there's still no place like this place.
This is our brand. It's chips. Subs, of course. Soda. This. That. Sweets. Smiling faces. Green. More green. Ice cream. But first, veggies. How about a meal for one? Or hummus is fun. Time for cleanup? Done. All this goodness. Your life, your brand. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
We would not have a business today if it weren't for the support of the many, many people within the Richmond community. To me, we're working as a team to enhance the quality of life for all residents.
It's about being the best that you can be. It's about enriching the lives of people in your community. There's a reason why we have the tagline Nourish, because it's really about nourishing the lives of the people that work for us and the people that we serve. That's what the UCrops brand stands for.
In this place, strength means something different. It means us all being together. And doing our thing. You can look all you want, but there's still no place like this place.
This is our brand. It's chips. Subs, of course. Soda. This. That. Sweets. Smiling faces. Green. More green. Ice cream. But first, veggies. How about a meal for one? Or hummus is fun. Time for cleanup? Done. All this goodness. Your life, your brand. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
We would not.
Welcome back here on YouTube to the friendly between Racing Power FC and the Richmond Ivy. At halftime, the Richmond Ivy made a complete lineup change. So getting those for you here as I put those together. Shouldn't take too terribly long, but in goal will be Lauren Hargrove. You'll have in the field Ella Stanley, Sophie Stroud, Mackenzie Fitzgerald, Jasmine Jackson. And you're going to have Kinley Campbell, Megan Dwyer, Georgia Skelton, and Shay Doherty. As well as Macy Landell, I believe, is the other player that is going to be in. So that was the 11th player there that I was missing. So Macy Landell will be in as well for the Ivy. Haven't heard any changes from Racing Power FC yet. but Racing Power FC also made some subs there toward the end of the half. Really only one window there in the first half that the Ivy used for substitutions. But if we notice any changes in the field, we will bring them to you for Racing Power. I think one of the only questions would be, is Tegan Gardner in, or is it still going to be Adelaide Paredes? And we are going to see a change in keeper. It will be Tegan Gardner in for Paredes. Looks like Kat Paris is back in. Looks like a whole host of changes for both sides here. They just didn't announce the Racing Power ones over the loudspeaker, so we'll bring those to you here in just a moment. But right now, the Ivy on it. Mackenzie Fitzgerald gets it to Jasmine Jackson. Jackson turns around, loses possession. Oh, a little bit of miscommunication. That ricochets off Stroud. Stroud and Landell, though, battling to win possession back. Georgia Skelton works it out wide to Landell. Landell puts a shot on and finds the goal! Well, the first minute of the second half. The great 28, Macy Landell, off the crossbar and in. And just like that, we are tied in the 46th minute. You see Skelton move it out to Landell. She crosses up the defender, puts a shot on. Tipped up to the crossbar, but into the back of the net for Macy Landell.
Assisted on the play by number 27, Georgia Skelton.
Well, the player from Mary Washington with the equalizing goal here to get them started in the second half. Ivy moving it back again. Skelton making a run, trying to keep it in play. It will be a corner as that one goes off of Ferraresi. Ferraresi concedes the corner, but at least will allow Racing Power's defense to kind of regroup. Well, this second line for the Ivy already having more success. Stanley sends the corner in. Headed away. Flicked on toward Washington, but it will be the Ivy first to it. Dwyer sees Stanley, and now Stanley will survey her options as she starts to run to the middle and plays it back. Stanley will turn it over. This is Perry. Gardner works it out wide. Racing Power just trying to make something happen here as this is put toward Paris. Stepping in the way, though, is Campbell. Stroud racing back to keep possession with the Ivy. Heavy collision, the official says play on. Bruno back in the match. Racing Power going with Washington on that far side, but Washington closed out by Doherty there. I am curious to see if Alexis Washington has the same amount of success she had in that first half. Racing down the wing. It looks like the second grouping for the Ivy is having a little more success and slowing them down. Now, right on cue, that throw-in is taken away by Washington, and it's off the foot of Paris, out of play. Whistle, and it is out of play. A throw in for the Ivy. 1-1 if you're just joining us. We had a goal in the 13th minute from Alexis Washington. And right at the start of the second half, after a massive line change for the Ivy, it's Macy Landell finding the back of the net to even us up at 1 apiece. Racing Power have a throw in. Throw in for Racing Powers. They start to walk up. Joe Deck with you here on YouTube. Glad you're with us. Danny Bruna. Oh, nice back heel toward Washington, but she couldn't corral it. So it will be a throw in now. Racing Power has it back. Stanley steps in the way, and this one is just sent away on a clearance. Although this is going to work out pretty nicely, as you saw Skelton start to really put pressure on the Racing Power back line. It ends up being turned over momentarily. Back and forth we go with possession ping-ponging around. Eventually, it will get back to Racing Power with a little bit of sustained possession. Ferrarsi, well, eventually, Kat Paris was trying to find Alexis Washington, but instead, she ends up finding Lauren Hargrove. Hargrove, the Virginia Tech keeper, getting the second half duty for the Ivy here. Jasmine Jackson steps in the way of that throw-in and gets it to Stroud. Ivy now being surrounded, will be a foul called on Bruna as she applied too much pressure to the back of Mackenzie Fitzgerald. Ivy moving forward, headed down, and here come the Ivy again. Stroud looking for options. She'll play it out wide to Landell. She has an equalizer to her name. Now she's going to find Stroud. Stroud to Stanley. Stanley being pressured. Has to play it back. Allows the Ivy to regroup. Dwyer has Jackson to her right. She'll put a shot on. It's going to be blocked there by Rubio. Dwyer back on it. Flicked on. Skelton sends a shot. Diving, blocking attempt there by Sarah DeWitt. Skelton with a sliding effort, but it stays with Racing Power. Still under pressure, and they need to do some more work. They'll send this one clear. It will skip past Campbell. And it looks like the Ivy keeper, Lauren Hargrove, will go out to get it back to Campbell. Well, that sustained pressure from the Ivy looked very good. Back to Landell. Landell doesn't have too much time to think about it, though, as Elena Supong was right there to try and get it away. Take a look here. You see Skelton eyeing the goal, sees it there, but then the window is slammed shut by Sarah DeWitt, who made a diving effort there. Sarah DeWitt played some soccer in Australia, currently attending George Mason. Campbell. Oh, careless pass. Did not get to Dwyer. Throw in for Racing Power. Jackson and Perry both pleading their cases. Making the throw in will be Shea Collins. Throw in stays with Racing Power. Again, Jackson unhappy with the decision from the side official. Collins being hounded by Jackson. Almost turns it over. That ball's going to race through the entire field, really, and find its way to Lauren Hargrove. Hargrove will now regroup. Stroud. She'll lose it as she got hounded by Washington. But Washington doesn't have a lot of space. In fact, she turns it over, trying to find a teammate in Kat Paris. So back to the Ivy we go. Played back to Gardner. Gardner has not had to make a save yet. Goalie for Towson. First attempt, she got a hand to a shot from Landell, but all she was able to do was push it up off the bottom of the crossbar where it ricocheted into the back of the net. Stroud turns it over. This is Bruna. Washington, dangerous player for Racing Power. Has the ball at her feet. Good job by the referee to stay out of the way. Shea Collins. Ooh, lots of contact there from Dwyer. No whistle, though, and it will end up being a throw-in off of Collins for the Ivy. Good challenge there. Standing challenge by Megan Dwyer. Throw-in will roll all the way to Sarah DeWitt. Headed away toward Landell. Takes a big bounce over Landell, and now see Supong try to find Washington. It's turned over, though. Stroud. Back over to Landell. Landell and Supong. Landell trying to get around Supong. Can she get a cross in? Takes a deflection. Skelton tries. It's cleared away. Stroud sends it back into the mixer. Jackson and Skelton. Skelton puts a shot deflected. Jackson getting involved again. Cleared away. Ivy regrouping for another wave of an attack. Dwyer goes wide this time to Stanley. Sent in. Skelton tries a bicycle kick. Won't connect. Danny Bruna. Oh, has an option if she can get it to her, but Stanley steps in the way. Bruna a little late looking for Kalia Perry. And the Ivy able to put an end to that counter. Well, currently even in this friendly. Reminder, if we are tied at the end of 90 minutes, they go straight to PKs here in the friendly. No extra time. But we will have a winner either way here at City Stadium tonight. Ball will skip all the way through, but now you see Perry making a gut-busting run. That's going to cause Dwyer to put a body in the way, and the Ivy went from certain possession to conceding a throw-in. Was Campbell and Dwyer kind of giving up on that?
Entering the match, number 16, Kira Gels, for number 19, Lexi McGinnis.
Lexi McGinnis will come out. Kira Gels will come in. Throw in for Racing Power. Gets a little too far away from Rubio, and the Ivy trying to keep possession. Dwyer and Perry really working each other, and that time Dwyer a little too physical. Stuck the foot in and wiped out Kalia Perry. Gives Racing Power a free kick in a dangerous area. Well, Dwyer's been busy. Came in at the halftime change. She is a defender from Elon, hometown in Midlothian, Virginia, just outside Richmond. Of course, a lot of these Ivy players from the Richmond area returning in the summer to the Richmond area to spend some time with their families and also keep their soccer fitness going, as, of course, the NCAA announced soccer is going to be a year-round sport now. Not quite sure how the athletic support staff at colleges are going to make that work, as this free kick is punched away by Marks, and then we have, or excuse me, by Hargrove. And then we have a whistle as there was contact with Hargrove. Hargrove is up. And the official going to check on her as that foul was called on Kat Paris.
Substitutions in the 61st minute. Entering the match, number 3, Sophia Carrera. For number 14, Elena Subong. Also entering number 21, Cece Price. For number 11, Alexis Washington.
Here's another look at it as you see the collision. Alexis Washington and Elena Supong checking out. Carrera and Price checking in. Of course, Washington checking out means that maybe Richmond Ivy will be able to breathe a sigh of relief on that far side. That remains to be seen, though.
This is your last call for alcoholic beverages. All sales stop after the 70th minute. Last call for alcoholic
Landell
beverages.
We'll play it out wide. Ivy, nice move there from Campbell. But now Campbell has to make a quick decision. Makes the right decision, finding Dwyer. Attack building for the Ivy here. Stanley looking at her options. She'll slow it down with a little bit of space and decide to go play it back to Dwyer. Ball bouncing to Landell. Flag goes up. Landell was in an offside position. Into the 62nd minute we go. Still 1-1. The goal scored by Washington in the 13th minute to give Racing Power the lead. They would hold on to it until the first minute of the second half when Macy Landell came in and equalized. Coach Rob Ukrop and the coaching staff there for the Ivy pushing all the right buttons here with the changes in the second half so far. Ooh, lots of shoving there between Dwyer and that was Paris. Well, that one's going to skip away. This is an opportunity. Getting a block in there was Doherty. Perry blocked by Dwyer. Dwyer will clear it away. And again, Dwyer and Perry have been going back and forth this entire second half. Dwyer getting the better of that exchange. Oh, what a slide tackle, and in the eyes of the official, not clean from Shea Doherty. And Doherty will not end up in the book. But you always wonder when they leave the feet like that and there's a foul called, the likelihood of a card and a booking. See here from Doherty come in, it goes right through the back of number 21, Cece Price, and it is a free kick for Racing Power. Sent toward the far post, but a little too far out in front for Kat Paris. Nothing but a goal kick here on this exchange.
Racing Power FC substitution in the 64th minute. Entering the match, number 23, Emily Castagna. For number 10, Danny Bruna.
Another look at it as you see the free kick coming in. It was just too far out in front. No one gets to it. Although, for a moment, it looked like Kat Paris may threaten the goal. Well, Bruno will come out. Castagna comes in. Emily Castagna. Saw her play some in that first half. Had a dangerous shot off the crossbar to close the first half. Campbell was headed back for it, but it'll be Hargrove that will track it down and move it into her own box. Sees Jackson, but puts a little too much air on it. It's headed away by Racing Power's Shea Collins. Here is Price. Price was making a run through the middle before she shoved down by Stroud. It'll be another free kick for Racing Power and another opportunity for them to have a free kick to send it into the box. Here comes a look at this. As you see Price making the run, Stroud just comes in, clips her a little bit. May have also been clipped there by Mackenzie Fitzgerald. Instead of sending it into the box, they'll play it out wide. Interesting there from Racing Power. Price trying to get to the end of this before it goes out of play. Unsuccessful bid there by CC Price. It'll be a goal kick for Richmond Ivy. 1-1 between the Ivy and Racing Power. Beautiful night for soccer here in the capital of the Commonwealth in Richmond. That was a dangerous challenge there at the bottom of your screen. No whistle though, and Richmond will keep possession. Dwyer. Oh, tried to get it back to a teammate, but it's turned over. Could not connect with Stanley. And now an opportunity for Perry. Perry couldn't get it on target and couldn't get it off an Ivy defender, so it will be a goal kick. Into the 67th minute. Reminder, at the end of 90 plus stoppage time, we are going to a penalty shootout to decide the winner of this friendly. Ball bounces. Skelton. Put toward Jackson. Jackson making a run. Flag stays down. Jackson looking to the middle, looking for teammates. Puts it in toward Landell, just out of her reach. Leaped up for it, couldn't connect. And Racing Power will try and send it the other way. Doherty got a foot in, and now Landell does get to this one. She's trying to run around her defender. Price knocks it out of play. It'll be a throw-in for the Ivy. Ivy moving forward. Stroud. Skelton turns, sees Landell. Good run, but just in the reach for Racing Power to clear that one away.
Substitution in the 68th minute. Entering the match, number 15, Mina Stevens. For number
Mackenzie
20,
Click there,
Paris.
clearing that away. Mina Stevens will come in. Kat Paris comes out. Landell gets through, sends a ball toward the middle, but it's going to be out for a goal kick. Excuse me, that was not Landell. That was Skelton at the edge of the box. And the official saying that took a deflection on the way through, so it will be an Ivy corner. Landell helping up her teammate Georgia Skelton. And opportunity for the Ivy on the corner. They've been very dangerous in the first half on set pieces. This is going to be their first opportunity here in the second half for a corner. Ball lifted high, headed up and away by Racing Power. Ivy keep it. Campbell. Trying to send in a cross, it's blocked. Now Fitzgerald will try to send one in, but couldn't quite wrap her foot around it. Got under it a little bit, it sails out of play. This will be a goal kick. And we approach the 70th minute here at City Stadium. Still knotted up, 1 goal apiece between Racing Power FC and the Richmond Ivy. Racing Power FC just not really controlling the midfield at this point like we saw them control it earlier in this match. Whistle and a foul called on Dwyer as she got tangled up with CC Price. Dwyer again puts a foot in and will win possession back for the Ivy. Now Dwyer started to run into a purple triangle there, pulls it out and finds Fitzgerald with some space. Fitzgerald wants to go long towards Skelton. It's headed away though by Racing Power Sarah DeWitt. DeWitt a little slow getting up for Racing Power. She appears to be okay though. She'll get the ball back at her feet. She's going to have to be okay because she is under pressure from Stroud and Jackson. Turns and sends a pass that will go astray, and a throw in for the Ivy now here on the near sideline. Hargrove will go central, and DeWitt heads it back. Ivy eventually will get possession here. Stanley loses it almost as soon as she gets it. A whistle and a free kick given to Racing Power. I think he was trying to play advantage, but the Ivy fans there in the corner don't like it. Foul going to be called on Doherty. Free kick here will be taken by Kalia Perry. The Towson forward waiting for the signal from the official. Now we've seen Racing Power play these short. We've also seen them send it in the box. We'll see what Perry decides to do here. This one will go toward the goal, but sail over it for a goal kick. Not sure she was trying to put a shot on goal there, but just too much on it.
I almost went for it, but he took me right as I saw it.
Ivy trying to play out of the back. They're going to turn it over. Now we've seen a little bit more of a concerted effort from Racing Power with a press. Throw in given to Racing Power as they say it went off of the Ivy. This has been the longest sustained pressure on this end of the field for Racing Power in this second half. Ivy, you have done so good in this second half, winning possession and kind of tilting the field in their favor, but now here as we approach kind of the, if we were doing hydration breaks like the World Cup, this second quarter of the second half, Racing Power is kind of dominated possession. That one's going to be sent over the bar as Emily Rubio couldn't manage to keep it under the crossbar. Stanley dribbles through two defenders. Now plays it out wide. Landell wants to put it back in the path of Stanley, who will get to it. Just gonna have to kind of circle back before finding Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald under pressure. Doherty, Skelton heads it on toward Landell. Landell running. Diving effort there by Gardner, who gets it away. Now Skelton's gonna put a shot on. Can't get it to dip back under the bar. Oh, would have been a certain goal. And what a sequence that was for the Ivy. You see Landell forcing Gardner to come off her line. Gardner got a leg on it, but couldn't corral it because she was near the edge of the box. Didn't want to get called for a handball. Skelton tried to put it back on goal, but just off target. Gardner was well out of position after coming out to challenge the Landell attack. Jackson on the shoulder gets a throw in as she applied some pressure there to Shea Collins. Whistle, we're going to have some subs. Looks like Newman is one of the subs for the Ivy coming on. And it looks like Hargrove's going to come out as well. We're going to have a keeper change. This will be Kayla Dodd.
Substitution in the 75th minute for the Ivy. Entering the match, number 45, Kayla Dodd. For number 1, Lauren Hargrove. Also entering the match for the Ivy, number 25, Alexis Newman. And number 31, Ava Martin.
Martin and Newman come on. I know Stroud came off. Didn't see who the other player for the Ivy was that came off. Throw in for Dwyer. Finds Newman, collision, and it'll be another throw in for the Ivy. Might have been Doherty that came off for the Ivy there as the other player in the field. Stanley with a free kick here. This is an interesting free kick opportunity here for the Ivy. You see them kind of spreading everybody out at the edge of the box. And now they're going to make their run toward the middle. Sent in. Landell trying to get a head on it. Jackson has an opportunity, puts a shot on it, takes a deflection. Skelton's shot deflected and blocked. Now, Racing Power does a good job scrambling defensively to keep the ball out of the back of the net. Ball still sent in. Racing Power with more work to do here. That one is sent away, and you see Dodd well off her line. She's going to get to it. Campbell. I was going to say, they either need to pass it back to Dodd or Dodd needs to get back to her line, because that ball is flirting with being turned over with her well off her line. Landell. Skelton. She'll play it back. Ivy send a long ball toward Dwyer and Jackson. Jackson knocks it down. Newman was trying to get there. Instead, it's cleared away, and it will be a throw-in for the Richmond Ivy. Another look here as you saw Landell come across the face of Gardner. That allowed Jackson to get there. Sticking her hand out was Gardner. And then Skelton bounces it off a defender. And eventually Racing Power can breathe a sigh of relief. The Ivy with another throw.
Racing Power FC substitution in the 78th minute. Entering the match, number 9, Eva Mowry. For number 22, Emily Rubio. Entering the match, number 17, Sabrina Cunha. For number 16, Kira Gals. And entering the match, number 18, Sydney Filer. For number 21, CC Price.
So Cunha and Mowry come in. Filer will come in as well. Those are the 3 subs as they decide to take off Rubio, Price. Racing Power needs to defend here as Landell starting to look at options in the box. She'll pass it back. Ivy looking to maybe try and get it across field here, see if they can get Racing Power out of shape. Campbell. This is Dwyer. Dwyer saw Fitzgerald making a cut. Now that one's going to get away from Newman. Sent away. Racing Power not wasting any time on these clearance attempts. They want to get it away as quickly as possible. Perry. Opportunity here for Racing Power if they can maintain some possession. Getting toward the end of regulation. Reminder, if we're still tied at the end of regulation, we go into PKs. Dodd got a hand to it and then scrambled to get there. Not really any threat after she tipped that one away. Perry was lurking there for Racing Power. We'll take a look at the ball that was sent in toward Dodd. See here, she gets a hand to it to keep Perry from getting it and then just quickly fields it on the hop. Martin knocks it up, but it will go out of play, and it will be a throw-in for Racing Power, who will make a couple more subs. Looks like we are going to see Alexis Washington check back in.
Racing Power FC substitution in the 81st minute. Entering the match number 11, Alexis Washington. For number 15, Nina Stevens. And entering the match number 4, Riley Rumbly. For number 3, Sophia Carrera.
So Carrera comes out for Rumbly. Washington comes in for Stevens. Newman sees Landell making a run and gets it to her. Landell slams on the brakes now, hits the gas again, but eventually Racing Power able to team up to win possession back. Martin wants to send one to Skelton. She got a foot to it, but couldn't keep it in the path of Jasmine Jackson. Time running out to find a winner in regulation. Stanley. This is Perry. Perry sends it toward Filer. Dwyer making a run to get there. Dwyer will escort that one out of play for a goal kick. Heavy starting to move. Martin. Looking for Jackson. Gardner doesn't want to give Jackson the opportunity. Calls off her help and Shea Collins to take it herself. Ball sent long. Headed away. Back in. Pinballing between Racing Power and Richmond Ivy. Washington gave it a brief look. Now she's going to put more pressure on Campbell. Campbell gets it to Martin. She'll sidestep Washington. Washington, who came off the bench, is looking very refreshed and starting to put more pressure on. Newman loses the footing, and this is turned over. She has to commit a, oh, no foul, says the official. Castagna can't believe it. Now she's in an offside position, so that's going to be something to keep an eye on right now. But Jackson sees Landell. Landell making a diagonal run. Jackson keeps it herself, backing the defenders down. Jackson will win a corner. She just ran out of real estate, and that became the only option. She had Landell making a run diagonally. If she had gone there, Ivy maybe score, but she kept it herself and ran out of real estate. Will win a corner, but that's the best that she could do as she got near the end line there. Again, taking the corner, it will be Ella Stanley. Gardner comes off her line to snag that in the air and put it into that corner. Feels like we are working our way to PKs here at City Stadium. Still time to find a winner, but that time is dwindling as Washington couldn't keep it. It's turned over. Jackson gets on the end of this. Green jerseys waiting in the middle. Jackson flicks it toward Landell. Cleared away. Stanley lets one rip. It takes a deflection. Landell plays it back. Fitzgerald will give chase. Ivy still with pressure forming here, looking to get it to Skelton, but Racing Power will win possession back. Gardner. Gets away into the seats. It'll be a throw-in for the Ivy. Campbell moving forward. Through the middle, there's Newman. Newman, flag stays down. Ooh, what an effort by Newman, but a save by Gardner. I can't believe Newman found a way, not only past the defender Sarah DeWitt, but found a way to get it on target. Here's a look here. DeWitt right there loses her, then she fires a shot that also finds its way around Sabrina Kuna, wins a corner. Well, Castagna will come off. Stanley. Sends this corner in, and here in the second half, the corners have not been as dangerous, although, well, as soon as I say that, the Ivy back have it with it in the box, takes a deflection all the way through. The Ivy appealing for the corner. They will get the corner. I think maybe asking if there was a handball there. No handball given as that one took a deflection. Take another look here. You see the initial ball dealt with by Racing Power, but it stayed in the box. It was the second effort that kept it with the Ivy, and then Dwyer fires a shot. It does go off the head of a player for the Racing Power FC, Sabrina Kuna, it looked like. So another attempt at a corner. This one hangs up in the air. It's knocked down. Jackson has it at her feet, can't turn around. A lot of purple jerseys, and it's Alexis Washington that wins it. Now Washington has speed, but so does Jackson. Washington trying to move toward the middle. She'll find a teammate. Perry being forced off by Campbell, and it will be a throw-in for Racing Power FC.
All right, Ivy fans, get on your feet because it's time to stand up for Richmond!
The Ivy fans hoping to see PKs here at this point, unless their team can win it and get a last-minute strike. Landell was trying to do that. Nice move there by Kuna. They find Washington. This is the player that the Ivy don't want to see with possession near their box. Washington turned on the afterburners, but sent a ball in that took a deflection. It's a corner now for Racing Power. Washington has the lone goal on the night for Racing Power here. She was trying to put a cross into the box, but it was Martin getting a foot to it to prevent that from finding the likes of Kalia Perry. Speaking of Perry, she'll get ready to go make the cross. And I believe we are going to see a change for Racing Power here at the next stoppage. The official has told them they can't make it now. They might be making some subs for PKs. Looked like a keeper was going in there for a minute. Cross comes in, Landell couldn't clear it away cleanly, but does get in front of it. It'll be another corner for Racing Power. Will they make the sub now?
In the 90th minute, Racing Power FC substitution.
Yes.
Entering the game, number 22, Emily Rubio.
Comes out, Rubio comes in. In the final minute. And then we will have PKs. Corner comes in. Stanley knocks it down. She'll start sprinting away. Landell running in front of her. Stanley has to throw on the brakes, but she's going to lose it there. Racing Power still with it. Takes a deflection. It'll be an Ivy throw-in. Not sure the Ivy are going to have enough time, though, to put this in. That's going to be Fitzgerald with it. Landell turns it over. It'll be another throw-in for the Ivy. We are into stoppage time.
The referee has indicated there will be a minimum of 1 minute added to the second half.
So at least a minute of stoppage time. We are approaching the end of that here, but the Ivy, Newman, turns it over. Couldn't quite get around that last defender. Racing Power tries to clear it away. Stanley gives it to Fitzgerald. This is an opportunity here for Richmond. They were looking for Skelton. Sent away again. This is Perry. Perry, though, the lone purple jersey, will have to find help in Alexis Washington. Sent out of play, and that is the end of regulation. We'll have a quick break. When we come back, it'll be PKs here between Racing Power and Richmond Ivy. Don't go anywhere. We will have a winner tonight.
This is our brand. It's chips. Subs, of course. Soda. This. That. Sweets. Smiling faces. Green. More green. Ice cream. But first, veggies. How about a meal for one? Or hummus is fun. Time for cleanup? Done. All this goodness. Your life, your brand. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
We would not have a business today if it weren't for the support of many, many people within the Richmond community. To me, we're working as a team to enhance the quality of life for all residents.
It's about being the best that you can be. It's about enriching the lives of people in your community. There's a reason why we have the tagline Nourish, because it's really about nourishing the lives of the people that work for us and the people that we serve. That's what the UCrops brand stands for.
In this place, strength means something different. It means us all being together. And doing our thing. You can look all you want, but there's still no place like this place.
Look at how we got here. This is a look at Alexis Washington. After trying to set up so many goals with crosses, she decided to take this one herself. Fired it past marks and off the post and in the 11th minute, or in the 13th minute. That gave us the 1-0 scoreline. And then this was Macy Landell stepping inside, and the great 28 hits the crossbar and gets it to bounce into the back of the net. That was in the 46th minute to start the second half. It would stay 1-1 through the rest of that second half, and now we are getting ready for PKs between Racing Power FC and the Richmond Ivy. I believe they have gone back to their original goalkeeper. And Adeline Paredes. That did not look like Gardner to me in goal. And it looks like that the Richmond Ivy will do the same. They're going to go back to Marks. So Marks and Paredes will be the keepers for the PKs. Macy Landell will be first to step up for the Richmond Ivy. The crowd here at City Stadium giving Macy Landell their support. The great 28, the one who equalized, will step up first. She'll be going up against Adeline Paredes. And the Mary Washington forward has scored on the first PK. Take another look here as Landell goes upper left. Got it past Paredes. And now we will see Racing Power go with Juliana Taxter. Taxter the first option for Racing Power here. That will find the back of the net, and we are equal between Racing Power and the Richmond Ivy. Here in the friendly, the players did not have to be on the field. Here comes the look here from Taxter's shot. She also goes upper left. Next up is Emerson Moore, our player to watch from the University of Tennessee. Steps up to the spot for the second of the Richmond Ivy's PKs. That one is saved by Paredes. The referee's flag goes up, saying she left the line early, though. Oh, Paredes can't believe it. The Aggie goalie who played on the under-19 Portugal youth national team thought she had the save. Instead, Emerson Moore will have a second crack at it. We'll see here. She does hop off the line before the shot is taken. And you see the referee reminding her, you can't leave the line until the shot is taken. So Moore will get another crack at it. Saved again by Paredes. And again, the flag goes up. A yellow card has been presented to Paredes. I'm not sure that's really going to play a factor. I guess if she gets a second yellow for arguing. So Moore will have a third bite at the apple here on this PK.
A yellow card caution has been issued to Racing Power FC's number 1, Adelaide Paredes.
Can Moore sneak it past Paredes on the third try? This time she goes to the edge post and finds the back of the net. Well, not without controversy if you're a Racing Power FC fan. 2 saves for Paredes, waved off by leaving the line early. And that will certainly be in the back of the mind of Marks. This time you see Moore get the signal from the official to go ahead and take the shot. This time she goes all the way to the post and finds the back of the net. Sabrina Kuna. She will take the shot for Racing Power. Marks has to wait on the line. Kuna saved by Marks, and the flag stays down. What a save by Marks. Gives the Ivy the advantage here in PKs. stopping Belmont Abbey's Sabrina Kuna. Logan Marks from Oklahoma State University with the save. And now Jasmine Jackson, the VCU forward. Fires it past Paredes. And it's 3-1 Richmond. Here's another look at it as Jackson goes for power and fires it right past Paredes into the back of the net. Emily Rubio will be next. Rubio. Goes left, Marks with another save. And this could end it. You see Marks follow the ball left, make the save, and give the Ivy the chance to win PKs off the shot from Ella Stanley. The 21-year-old midfielder from Beaver Dam, Virginia. An Indiana Hoosier for her collegiate soccer now steps up, looking to win this friendly for Richmond. The officials whistle. Stanley goes to chip it in, and it's off the crossbar. It won't go in. And we're not done yet. Kalia Perry will try to keep Racing Power alive. Well, you see here, Stanley just put air on it, tried to play it down the middle. Instead, it goes off the crossbar and out. Logan Marks has made 2 saves already. If she makes another here, that would also end it. Perry has to score to keep Racing Power alive. No, it won't go in! And the Ivy will prevail off the crossbar and out for Perry. Marks with 2 saves and a little help from the crossbar to win this one for the Ivy. Going to celebrate in the corner with the fans. The Richmond Ivy will take this midweek friendly over Racing Power FC. Well, a thrilling finish here at City Stadium that the Ivy will look to ride in their quest to close out the season strong in the USLW. I think Logan Marks has got to be player of the match. Comes in after not playing in the second half, comes back into the net to be the keeper on the PKs and makes 2 saves and watches the last one go off the crossbar. Kuna fires. That was the first save made by Marks. That was to her left. This one to her right. Diving to make the stop on the effort from Rubio. And then this one from Perry goes up and off the crossbar. Fist bumps from Marks, and she runs over to the corner to celebrate with the Ivy faithful. And it's all celebration for the Richmond Ivy here tonight in Richmond. Well, for our entire crew here in Richmond at City Stadium, I'm Joe Deck. Thanks for watching this friendly between Racing Power FC and the Richmond Ivy. Final score 1-1, with Richmond winning in PKs 3-1. Until next time, folks, this has been USLW Soccer on YouTube. Good night.
This is our brand. It's chips. Subs, of course. Soda. This. That. Sweets. Smiling faces. Green. More green. Ice cream. But first, veggies. How about a meal for one? Or hummus is fun. Time for cleanup? Done. All this goodness. Your life, your brand. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
We would not have a business today if it weren't for the support of the many, many people within the Richmond community. To me, we're working as a team to enhance the quality of life for all residents.
It's about being the best that you can be. It's about enriching the lives of people in your community. There's a reason why we have the tagline Nourish, because it's really about nourishing the lives of the people that work for us and the people that we serve. That's what the UCrops brand stands for.
In this place, strength means something different. It means us all being together. And doing our thing. You can look all you want, but there's still no place like this place.